You know, guys, here in the Call of Duty community, unfortunately, this happens every time, man. As we get more and more conflicting news about Black Ops 7 or whatever the newest title is going to be, obviously, we're going to report on it over here. We're going to have our opinions about it over here. And fortunately for us, we actually do have a different option, which would be Battlefield 6. And honestly, from what I'm hearing about Battlefield 6, I know people are gonna disagree, but I actually think some of the news and leaks about BF6 are actually pretty cool. And what great timing for that, especially seeing as how Black Ops 7 adamantly looks like shit, and at the same time, Activision is trying their hardest with the damage control, but unfortunately, we've just had enough as the Call of Duty community, you know what I mean? Like, I truly don't think there is a way to redeem Black Ops 7, unfortunately. We're gonna get into all of that in today's video, but before we do, I need you guys to cock slap the dog shit out of the like button right now and subscribe if you're new. We're getting super close to 60K. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, you're getting sandwiched by fucking pre-patch Lizzo and Gorlock. Enjoy. Oh, also, very quickly, on a very serious note, here on the channel, we are extremely opinionated, and there's gonna be people that disagree with everything I say. There's gonna be people that agree with everything I say. There's gonna be people downright in the middle. And with all the crazy shit that's happening out there in the world, I understand you guys use my content sometimes as an outlet or as an exit to mute out all that outside noise, and I completely understand it. Just know that your opinions, even if you disagree with me, even if I completely disagree with you, I don't delete comments. Some of the nastiest comments you will ever see on this channel will never be deleted by me. If YouTube claps you, that's a different story, but all opinions are welcomed, even if they are the opposite of what I believe in. Just wanted to get that out there, guys. I understand there's a lot of crazy shit happening, but we're not here to talk about a lot of those things. What we're here to talk about is the bullshit going on with Call of Duty, and thankfully, with the success of Battlefield 6, and what better way to get this party fucking started and get the vibes back up than a tweet from yours truly, it's been a minute, Doug Dimmadome Warzone.
Fuck you, Doug!
Battlefield has officially confirmed my initial report about their Battle Royale having one of the most deadly circles and rings in BR history that immediately kills the player upon contact. And you can go ahead and read the description here, but I'm gonna be straight up, man. The BRs have been very, very stale for me. That's why you don't really see Warzone content. I don't really cover things that are happening in Warzone. And it's because Warzone and BRs in general are honestly just kind of boring to me. I mean, I played the Splitgate 2 BR, and honestly, I thought it was kind of fun because there was a nice little gimmick in there with the whole portaling system. And here with Battlefield 6, it appears their little gimmick is not only the destruction of buildings and shit like that, but the circle will immediately kill you if you touch it. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but I think any sort of change up here in the BR realm, honestly, I welcome it. And this is coming at a very good time too, because we've talked about it before, all right? The pre-orders are very low for Call of Duty Black Ops 7 compared to what they usually are. The pre-orders for Battlefield 6 appear to be up than what they usually are, which leaves us in this weird limbo where the free-to-play mode in Call of Duty, which is Warzone, is eventually going to go up against the free-to-play Battle Royale that is in Battlefield 6. And if Battlefield 6 can innovate in any way, I think that puts them at an actual advantage against a game that is getting worn out and stale, such as Warzone. And thankfully, I'm not the only person that thinks this way. As a matter of fact, a lot of the gooch slickers out there are gonna get upset with this, but the people you defend, the gooch slickers and all this supported nonsense over at Activision, they even realize themselves that the Battlefield BR has the opportunity to slap the donkey shit out of Call of Duty, out of Black Ops 7, and Warzone. And what do you think their answer is, guys? It's damage control. It's trying to rewrite the narrative that Black Ops 7 is a cringy, goofy mess. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this tweet from Charlie Intel. Call of Duty has updated the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 reveal trailer thumbnail on YouTube to be a more grounded, realistic character compared to the original futuristic-looking Emma Kagan. I'm not gonna lie, even from Call of Duty's biggest hater, the new thumbnail actually looks significantly better. I'm just gonna be straight up, it just looks better. But it actually goes deeper than that, guys. This is another tweet from Charlie Intel. He says, there appears to be different variations of the thumbnails that different users across YouTube are seeing. This is most likely part of the new YouTube AB thumbnail testing feature. But no matter if it's this thumbnail or the other, Both of them are different from the initial thumbnail that included that lady that I actually included in a lot of my thumbnails. And it seems like they're doing this on the premise that the goofy shit has stuck around too long, and the things that don't seemingly belong in Call of Duty are finally being reworked in a way that they're trying to appease the people that talk shit. And I talked about this in great depth in several videos, but a lot of you gooch lickers out there seemingly have a problem with my opinions and the things that I say against Call of Duty. Meanwhile, Call of Duty and Activision are making changes to literally appeal to people like myself that talk shit. Funny how that works, right? Oh, but vocal minority, shut the fuck up, pussy. And on that note, check out this response from this guy named Expert Fusion. I've come across this guy before. He comes out here and says, I really hope they don't give in to just doing milsim stuff. This is a futuristic game and it should embrace that. I agree that we shouldn't have any cartoon skins, but that doesn't mean we should limit the creativity of what a futuristic COD should be like, especially one that is purposefully very wild. You can be futuristic without being a goofy fucking mess and at the same time not be a milsim. And I think they're actually going towards that, and I don't say that as like, oh, now you guys should pre-order Black Ops 7. Fuck no. Still don't do it, alright? This is like the moment to show them that you can't just bullshit your way across several years of nonsense and then barely start listening to people when they start protesting with their wallets. Okay, this is something that I've heard several times here in the Call of Duty community. Speak with your wallets, let the money talk. Well, it looks like that's actually happening, and wouldn't it be a fucking disservice if the moment they realize that they're fucking up, they just reel you back in because what? Because they're doing things for the community that are actively pro-community? Like, that would be the opposite of speaking with your money, to just give them money because they did something that they should have done or should have never done several years ago.
You're goddamn right.
But let's keep it going, guys. We're not done yet, alright? So this is another tweet that comes out from Charlie Until. He says, the 4 main quest operator skin rewards players earned in the Black Ops 6 Zombies will be available to use in Black Ops 7 at launch. In addition, the Prestige Master Level 1000 New Order skin will also be in Black Ops 7 for those who earned it. I hate to break it to everybody, but this is their way of appeasing to both sides, okay? They are appeasing to the people that don't want carry forward, all right, by already announcing that it's not happening, but at the same time, they're still catering to the people that want their earned content and cosmetics to transfer over. And look, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, alright? Before these gooch lickers get all this fucking Activision ass lint stuck between their teeth trying to tell me that, oh, what they're fixing what you complained about, they're still complaining and I'm a fucking virgin.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, they're doing this for the sake of a fucking pre-order and some money. Okay, they do not care about their community, alright? Let me make that very, very clear. They don't give a fuck. Here is yet another change and an attempt out of Activision to do some damage control with the terrible reception of Black Ops 7. Charlie Intel says, the Guild Override camo, which is currently available to use in Black Ops 6 and Warzone with the pre-order of Black Ops 7, will also be available at launch in Black Ops 7 for those who pre-ordered. Now, I don't know if this was explicitly stated, but I'm pretty sure at first this was not the case. I think this was a change as a result of people talking shit and giving feedback that this camo should exist in both Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. Once again, they're trying to give you a little bit of an extra incentive to pre-order. Am I gonna tell you guys to pre-order? Fuck no! Now, I know a lot of people have a criticism of me that I never offer solutions and that I never try to have an answer to resolve an issue or problem that I have with the franchise. Well, let me offer you something. You see, Call of Duty and Activision and Treyarch, they're doing like this little dev talk thing where they're essentially like answering the most basic shit ever, like, oh, could we have colorful maps? Oh, could we have 3-lane design maps? Like, who the fuck is asking these questions, man? What we want to know is, what the fuck are you gonna do about skill-based matchmaking? What are you gonna do about EOMM? How are you going to keep your word about the integrity of what Call of Duty is supposed to look and feel like when all you've shown us for the last few years is that you're willing to give up the entire identity of the franchise for the sake of making some money with a cringy-ass crossover that makes no fucking sense in the franchise? How are you supposed to earn our trust back? And how are you supposed to maintain your word and stance on it? Those are the types of questions that we want answered, but hold on. It's not just that. You see, at the start of the video, I was telling you guys about how Battlefield 6 is actually innovating in any slight way that they can and they're talking about it, okay? They're giving the description of what this is like. Please tell me where Call of Duty and Black Ops 7 is doing this. And here's the challenge. Without it being a direct fix to something that they fucked up in Black Ops 6. That's why you can't just offer up your money the second that they fix an issue that they caused for literally no reason. I mentioned this in my last video, but what the fuck was up with them in Cold War removing the doors as some part of marketing against MW 2019, but then bringing them back for Black Ops 6 just to take them away again and use it as more marketing for Black Ops 7? What the fuck was the point in that? There are some more gameplay elements that I would love to hear about Black Ops 7, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're confident in talking about it unless it's like the most basic generic shit like, our maps are gonna have a little bit more vibrant colors to them. Why the fuck do I care about that? And to end off this video, guys, we actually have a pretty base tweet from somebody that I would consider an adamant gooch licker for Call of Duty and Activision. This guy goes by COD Warfare, and he comes out here and says, all these changes are good and I'm glad I'm seeing them for Black Ops 7, but at the end of the day, if the gameplay loop still has the same super sweaty SBMM matchmaking system, poor 10Hz servers, the gameplay loop will be no different and as sweaty as BO6 currently is. Will we see improvements to the server system from Demonware? Will we see changes to the SBMM system by the boffins that say it's just right? If they're truly listening and running scared of BF6, it's truly time to make changes to these systems. And I'm just gonna be the one to say it, man. I typically disagree with these little news sources and leakers and the fucking, you know, Call of Duty gooch slickers that exist over on Twitter. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why don't we have actual information about the state of the game, how it's going to play, what are you gonna do about the servers? Are you doing anything else that does not compromise my PC in an attempt to fix the anti-cheat that, once again, we've talked about for several years, specifically here in Black Ops 6 since the launch of the game, and yet they've done absolutely nothing until just about now, where pre-orders are conveniently low. It doesn't seem authentic to me. You know what would be authentic? Is if they went back to the roots from what Call of Duty authentically was, where maybe there was SBMM in a certain way, but it was mainly just team balancing, the same way that you see in Battlefield 6 currently. Maybe you add combat training for the shitters that really don't think they can shoot straight in a fucking game where the aim assist does everything for you. So instead of punishing people for actually overperforming or performing well, maybe you can give the shitters a little bit of an outlet, the same way that we used to have in Call of Duty. You know, that would be more authentic to what Call of Duty is, rather than rigging the matchmaking system to help out dog shit players to incentivize them to purchase shit.
You fucking greedy corporate fucks can suck on my fucking 18-inch cock!
I think if they can address that, then maybe, just maybe, I might say Black Ops 7 is worth a fucking $1. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale news? And what are your thoughts on Black Ops 7 and Activision's damage control for that game? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.